Week 15 matchup draft, go.
Well, I'm going to go right away to, like, Tua versus the elements. That's, yeah. I mean, I know it's the Buffalo defense and all of those things as well, but Tua has not looked good. This is a huge matchup for both teams, and it's a chance for him to answer questions of, can he throw the ball through the elements in the AFC East in this time of the year, which, more than likely you're going to have to do if you want to win this division. So that's something I'm interested to see. Just that game Saturday night, man, Mike, we get to sit on the couch and have another night of standalone football games. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, 3 games on Saturday, start to finish. They could be very interesting games, and they are relevant games to the playoff chases. All right, I'm going to go. We already talked about this one.
Yeah.
Patriots, Raiders, Belichick, McDaniels. Right? Can McDaniels, does he have some trick up his sleeve like what you had mentioned earlier? He thought of something as the Broncos were getting ready to play the Patriots back in 2010. Is there something that McDaniels comes up with to take down Belichick, who's kept his team in Arizona all week after beating the Cardinals on Monday night? So that chess match between two masters is going to be critical, and you've got those offensive issues with the Patriots that are still lingering with McDaniels not there.
Yeah, it is. It's an interesting one for sure. It is. It's personal history, and the Raiders want to right this ship after that embarrassing loss, try to end the season on a good, positive note. And, of course, the Patriots end this thing still. So I hear you there. I think the next one that jumps out to me is the Chargers' run defense or Chargers' D-line versus Derrick Henry and the rushing attack of the Titans. That is, I mean, we know it's a huge football game. We discussed it earlier. Playoff implications. Titans trying to hang on to the AFC South. Chargers in the mix with a bunch of teams there. Miami kind of dropped the ball last week, I think, being a little too pass happy. This is one of the worst run defenses in football. And we just saw Derrick Henry had 100 yards, in the first quarter last week. So that is going to be the matchup there. And if Derrick Henry can run the ball consistently good and they can chew up clock and do all that, well, they'll make it hard on Herbert and company to win the football game. I'm interested to see that one.
I'm going to another one of the Saturday games. Ravens-Browns. Deshaun Watson against the Ravens defense. We have seen him struggle through his first 2 games back. They beat the Texans before they lost in kind of sluggish and ugly fashion to the Bengals. But Deshaun Watson and his contract are the reason why the Ravens don't have Lamar Jackson signed. So this is an opportunity for John Harbaugh and company to take out some frustration on the guy who has driven the wedge between the team and Lamar Jackson. So Deshaun Watson, the Ravens have an extra reason to be salty when they come to town on Saturday.
Biscotti,
Steve
Biscotti, excuse me. Right, that might be the matchup. He might have to go over there and go, "What the f were you thinking, giving him that deal?"
I think he already has. He probably already has many times. Let's take a break. Round 3 of the matchup draft right after this. All right, final round of the matchup draft. Chris, week 15, go.
Okay, what was the one I was going to go to here? I totally got caught off base here and forgot what I was going to choose.
How about that?
I'm sorry. I got it. My bad. Is the I'm just going to go units here because, the number 4 offense versus the number 3 defense in football is going against each other. And who would have ever thought it would be the Lions versus the Jets to hold those two, titles right there? The Jets defense, it's as aggressive and fast and crazy as any in football. And that Lions offense is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. We talked about Goff. Yeah, he's been good. Ben Johnson, what he's doing on that side of the ball is great. They have a really good offensive line. They got 3 or 4 receivers who all can win versus man-to-man coverage. And they got great ways of just tying plays together and sequencing and messing with, the defense's head like we talk about that offensive coordinators are so good. Hey, it's a toss sweep. Hey, it's another toss sweep. Oh, hey, it's the fake toss sweep play action. Oh, it's, hey, fake the toss sweep. Oh, he went the other way and we pitched it that way. And it's just, he's really great at that type of stuff. So I'm excited to see that matchup right there.
I'm going to go to the Saturday game we've yet to discuss, the Colts and the Vikings. The Vikings defense is under siege right now. Ed Donatel, the defensive coordinator, has had calls for him to be fired or at least removed from the ability to call the plays. He met with reporters yesterday. He expressed some optimism that their pass rush is going to improve. Zadarius Smith has had a knee problem. That is now resolved. He's healthy. And they've got the perfect guy to chase around. The relatively immobile Matt Ryan, who continues to be the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. So if this defense is ever going to build a little confidence going into the stretch run, this is the quarterback against whom to build it. They can get after him with Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith and try to get after him without blitzing. They've been trying to do a lot of four-man pressure. They blitzed a lot last week, and they got burned by Jared Goff. So they better be careful this week, and they better hope they can get home with just their main wall of defensive linemen, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's always a positive thing. And you know, a little to what you're saying there, that would be the thing I would look at with Minnesota. It's just, you know, there's got to be a little bit more of a change up. It's very like, hey, you get to the line of scrimmage and the quarterback's, I know what coverage they're in, I know what defense they're in. You know, they need to take, to me, a few more calculated risks and, you know, change things up a little bit. That would be the one thing that, you know, when the Bills and the Eagles were tearing them up in the first half of games, it was very simple. And then when they needed to come back, they took some calculated chances on certain downs, and that gave them a chance to come back in some of those games. So that would be my assessment. But you're right. This is going to be, I think it could be a close game in some ways, depending on that defense.
Colts have been pretty good, even though they're 1-3 with Jeff Saturday. We are out of time. See you Friday morning. Picks podcast coming later today. Have a good one.
See ya.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.